Hey guys, welcome to episode 4 of The Blueprint. And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about how you can increase your leads or sales for your business using conversion rate optimization.
Wonder, wonder, wonder.
Now, what is conversion rate optimization? Well, simply put, conversion rate optimization is the practice of increasing the rate in which your website converts new leads or new sales for your business. Now, you might be wondering, what is a conversion technically? Well, a conversion is any desired action that a business deems valuable. So that could be anything from filling out a form to get a new ebook from somebody. It could be filling out a registration form to an event. It could just be adding a product to your cart, or it could be purchasing a product. Not all conversions are considered equal, but what makes them valuable to that business just depends on how you conduct business, right? So for example, a dentist or a chiropractor isn't going to value a online purchase as much as an online retailer like a Shopify store. For the actual business itself, the majority of the revenue is going to be earned in the actual practice within their actual office. So a more desirable action or a more valuable action will actually just be to capture lead information, right? Name, number, and possibly booking an appointment of some kind, right? Because you actually want to get people from your website into your office. So capturing lead information, booking an appointment, that would be a lot more valuable to a chiropractor or to a dentist. Now that we know the definition of what conversion rate optimization is, what does it actually look like? Well, it's actually taking the amount of people that have converted on your website and dividing that number by the amount of people that have actually visited your website for that month. Now, here's an example of using CRO or conversion rate optimization for your business. Let's say you are an online retailer, you own a Shopify store, and let's say you sell women's shoes. And let's say every single month you bring in about 10,000 visitors to your website. And of those 10,000 visitors that are going on your website, let's say about a quarter of those people actually turn into potential customers because a quarter of them are adding things to their cart. And then let's say out of those people that add things to their cart, let's just say 50% of those people actually convert into customers. So you would be converting at a rate of 12.5% if you were to do that. If you're currently converting at 12.5%, and you were to bump that number up to 25%, so you were to get that number from 1,250 people per month to 2,500 people per month, you have essentially doubled your business in that little change, right? And it's actually pretty simple to make those changes, and we're gonna talk about what that looks like in the next part of this video. Now, there's a lot of different tactics and a lot of different strategies that you can utilize in order to increase your rate of conversion for your website. But the simplest and the most common tool that we use for conversion rate optimization is what's called split testing or A/B testing. And that is essentially where you would take your website page that you're trying to increase the conversion rate on, right? So for example, if I was trying to increase the conversion rate on my website, I wouldn't test every single page on my website. What I instead would do is I would look at the analytics on my website and I would see the pages that people are spending the most time on. So you just want to analyze the flow in which people are actually making decisions within your website. And then you want to figure out which page is the page that I get the best result from. And you would then split test that page. So you would take that page, you would duplicate it, so it would be exactly the same as the other page. So you would have page A and page B, right? And page A would have the original content on there, and page B would only have a slight difference. And the slight difference is essentially, it could be changing the add to cart button. It could be changing the title. It could be changing some of the images of the product images, making them better, or just changing the type of image. It really just depends on your research and your findings and what you think is going to be the best possible solution. So now that you have all of the data from your research, the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to create a hypothesis. Well, my hypothesis is that the color of the button is the reason not enough people are purchasing. So let's say you change the buy now button color from yellow to red. Well, you would send 50% of your traffic to page A, and you would send 50% of your traffic to page B. And you would essentially just test and watch to see which page does better. And the page that obviously converts at a higher percentage would be the new A page, right? And you would get rid of the other page, obviously, by making that change. And then you would just try another test, right? So you would keep that page the same, right? So you would have your new red button on there, and your new B page would be maybe a title change, or maybe it would be an image change on the page. But whatever changes that you're making, you want to make sure that you're only making one change at a time. And the reason for that is because if we make too many changes and do it for one test, we're not going to get the most accurate results. We're not going to get the most accurate data, and it's going to throw off our hypothesis, right? So we want to make sure that we're testing one thing at a time within this A/B test, or this split test. Now, when it comes to improving your conversion rate optimization, we could talk about all types of strategies and tactics to improve the conversion rate on your website, because conversion rate optimization is actually a mix of psychology and marketing. Testing whether a yellow button or a red button converts better is really just comes down to psychology. It comes down to marketing psychology. Because what you learn in business school and studying marketing is that different colors create different emotions for different types of people, and they affect and attract different types of people in different types of ways. So just changing the color of a button might seem insignificant at the time, but it could have real change with your business depending on the type of audience that you're marketing to. So that's why we want to always make sure that we're testing and changing and variably testing everything on our website, because it's never going to be perfect. Whenever I create websites for clients, I always tell them that, don't be married to this design. Don't be married to the way that your website looks, because we could always change it. It might not convert well right now, right? So you always want to make sure that you're always testing and you're always changing your site so that you can increase or improve on its performance. Now, like I said before, we can talk about hundreds of different strategies and tactics to improve the conversion rate on your website. But for the purposes of this video, and just so this video isn't too super long, we're just going to focus on 3 of my favorite conversion rate optimization tactics. Now, the first strategy or the first tactic that we want to focus on is improving your offer. The number one thing that I notice whenever I work with a client is that typically the offer isn't fully optimized. And there's actually a formula for creating an irresistible offer. And the formula looks like this. So an optimized offer, an irresistible offer, consists of deliverables, pricing, and terms of payment, bonuses. Make sure you're always having some type of guarantee within your offer to reverse the risk of the customer. And you always want to make sure that there's urgency. Now, within your deliverable, you want to make sure that you're letting the customer know what they're going to get. You want to make sure that they understand the features that come within their deliverables. You want to make sure they understand why these features are important. And then you want to give them the benefit of having these deliverables. Step 2, you want to make sure that you're always breaking down the price strategy, right? So that could be full price upfront. It could be a payment plan. It could be a dollar trial. It could be free plus shipping. It could be try now, pay later. It could be performance based. So, you only pay when I deliver a certain amount of results. And the next thing you want to make sure that you're doing is you want to make sure that you have some bonuses, because bonuses just give people extra incentive to take action. The next thing you want to make sure is you want to make sure there's a guarantee on there, right? And different guarantees can be a 30-day money back guarantee, a double your money back guarantee, a lifetime guarantee, a performance-based guarantee, a charity guarantee, like, $10 from every purchase goes to your favorite charity. Or you just want to make sure that you have some type of conditional or unconditional guarantee in there. Obviously, if somebody comes to you and says, hey, I guarantee that my product is so good that you will love this product, or I give you your money back, it makes it a lot easier to make a decision on actually buying that product. And finally, to make your offer optimized, you want to make sure that there's urgency on there, right? So you don't want to have fake urgency in this situation. You want the urgency to be real. So if you say there's a limited amount of seats available, or there's a limited amount of time slots available, you want to make sure that that is a factual statement. And the reason for that is because urgency makes people take action right away. And this is how you're going to help increase your rate of conversion, by making sure that your offer is optimized. And that's the formula for optimizing your offer. All right, so the next thing that we want to focus on is we want to make sure that we're getting the highest quality lead possible. I couldn't tell you guys how many times I speak to clients and they're capturing leads, but the leads end up being people that don't purchase, or the leads end up being people that want to purchase but can't purchase. So you want to make sure that when you are capturing leads, that you have some sort of vetting process that allows you to clarify their quality. So for example, you want to make sure that when you are capturing your leads, that you have some sort of application in there before they can actually book that appointment with you. And within your application, that's where you'll be able to actually increase the quality of that lead. This will decrease the amount of leads that you have, but having more qualified leads and less unqualified leads will result in more revenue. And that's really all I care about, guys. I only care about you guys making more money. So another way of increasing the rate of conversion on your website is by making sure that you're focusing on higher quality leads. And one of the best ways to do that is to put an application form within your lead generation process. The third and final thing that I'm going to get you guys to work on in order to increase your rate of conversion is cart abandoners. We want to see, out of 100 people that added something to their cart, if only 20 of those people or 40 of those people actually converted into customers, what about the other 60 to 80 people that didn't convert? Well, those are cart abandoners, and we always want to make sure that we have a cart abandon sequence within our email marketing service. And that is essentially a sequence of emails that are focused on people that have added something to their cart but didn't actually commit and make that full purchase. Another thing that you could do for cart abandoners is you can create what's called a retargeting campaign. And this is a type of advertising campaign that focuses on people that have not made that full commitment to purchasing your product or your program or whatever it is that you're selling online. Now, it's a lot easier for companies that have maybe one or two products, but if you're an online retailer and you have 50 products, 20 products, 100 products, you can actually use what's called a dynamic retargeting campaign, and that's using AI to figure out the type of product that they were looking at, and it would actually present an offer based on that specific product that they added to their cart. And if you guys want to talk a little bit more about that, you can always go to my website at topboymedia.com and book a call with me and my team, and we can actually discuss potentially creating a dynamic retargeting campaign for you and your company. But for right now, let's just focus on this video. I hope that helped you guys out. I hope you guys were able to really grasp some of those tactics and some of those strategies when it comes to increasing the rate of conversion on your website. It's a very simple thing, but it can be very daunting. And I understand that there's a lot of other different ways that you can increase the rate of conversion on your website. So if you guys are interested in learning more about conversion rate optimization, that is one of the services that we provide here at Top Boy Media. And like I said earlier in the video, if you're interested in talking to me and my team, all you have to do is go to topboymedia.com. But that's enough for now. I hope this video isn't too long, and I hope you guys like this video. If you do, please click the like button below. And if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. Let's grow the subscribers on this page. And if you guys are subscribed to the channel, but you're not getting the notifications of the videos, all you got to do is hit that little bell button and it will notify you every time we drop a video. Thank you guys again for watching this one, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out for now.
Wonder, wonder, wonder.